Do you want to see what's in this box? This is a different kind of unboxing. I'm guessing what's in here normally gets sent to my sister. Before I talk about what I think it is and why it goes to my sister, let me open it and see if it's what I think it is. So I always love opening things and sharing with you as I go. If I'm thinking what this is, if I'm right about what this is, it's not a sewing related thing, but it's something near and dear to my heart. And I thought it'd be fun to share with all of you. So let me just untape this box and cut it open. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's not what I thought. I'll tell you what I thought it was, but I'm going to share this with you. I am beyond words. This is the second box of comfort hearts I've received in the mail. This box is chock full of comfort hearts, and I just want to thank Debbie for making them all. So I'm getting a little emotional. These hearts were placed under my mom's hands when she was in hospice after she broke her hip, and it ended up being, too much for her. So I created a pattern, a free pattern for, to make these. So I'm going to put a link to the pattern in the description below so you can see this project for yourself. And I'm going to be delivering these to our local Middlesex Health Hospice organization, because they use these to bring comfort to patients. And I'm blown. Look at this pile. I am literally blown away. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't expect to get overwhelmed, but I am. Overwhelmed with gratitude. Overwhelmed with gratitude. All right, hold on. Okay, look at these beautiful comfort hearts. Debbie, if you're watching this, thank you. You can see from the overhead shot how many hearts there are here for this, and just thank you so much. Okay, I want to show you what I thought when I saw this, and just to be fair, I think Debbie did reach out to me to tell me she was going to be sending me hearts, and I forgot about that. And I thought it was something else, because on the label it said, "Attention Carol's Garden." Now, if you haven't heard about Carol's Garden, I'm going to take a moment and talk about that too. So I'm going to put all these hearts back in the box, and I'm going to bring them to Middlesex Hospice on Tuesday next week when I go visit my dad. All right, let me just get rid of these. Not get rid of them. Let me just carefully put them back in the box. I'll leave those over there for now. All right, so I have an example of what I thought was in the box. Hold on one second. Okay, so Carol's Garden is a nonprofit my sister and I started to collect shawls and then deliver them to memory care places to give comfort to people who are, living with Parkinson's and Alzheimer's diseases. And it all started when we were knitting shawls and sending them to Alice's Embrace in California, because Diane, who started Alice's Embrace, Alice was her mother, and she passed away from Alzheimer's, so she started that organization there, and it became huge. And then over time, we split off with her blessing to create Carol's Garden. And actually, all the patterns that are available on my website under the Carol's Garden tab, I'll put a link in the description below, are from Alice's Embrace. She allowed us to use all the free patterns, so you can get free patterns. All the instructions and what to do are on my website. But basically, we have it set up so that the shawls get delivered to my sister normally. So that's why when I saw the box and it said Carol's Garden, I'm like, ooh, I'm getting a Carol's Garden delivery. So you can see here are two beautiful shawls that were donated, made by one of our very talented and generous knitting volunteers. We get them from all over the country. And my job is to put the labels on. So I thought it'd be fun to show you that piece of it. And since I have two here that I have to put labels on anyway, I'm just going to show you that as well. Let me get my machine up. All right, so we designed, and actually my sister designed it. I'm not even going to take credit. My sister designed this label, Carol's Garden, and there's a spot for each person to put their name on it, because when we make these deliveries, we bring more than we need and we let everyone pick out the shawl that speaks to them. They come in all different colors. There's crochet, there's knitting, and it's really fun for us and very heartwarming for us to watch the residents try them on and pick them out, and it's just an amazing experience for us. And we really feel like we're honoring our mom doing this in memory of her. So it's really a fun and worthwhile thing. So if you'd like to, if you're watching, and I know you normally think of me as talking about sewing and fitting things, but I also knit a little on the side and I crochet a little on the side. So if any of you are watching and you also knit a little or crochet a little and you'd like to join us in making some of these shawls, there's a link in the description below to my website. We also have a Facebook group, a private Facebook group that you can join. And if you join the Facebook group, my sister takes beautiful pictures of all the shawls we get. So I thought I was going to one-up her and actually do a video of the shawls I was getting, but then again, it turned out to be something just as wonderful, those beautiful comfort hearts. So let me just show you how I sew these on. I developed a little bit of a sort of a way to get them on so they stay nice and flat on the spongy knit. So let me show you that. All right, so I usually pick the lower right hand corner like this, and I make sure I'm on the right side. So I start by stitching it down on one side, and I have my straight stitch foot it's got built-in walking foot, so that kind of helps me. So I'm just going to stitch here. And then to get the other side, what happens is sometimes if you stretch the knit out when you're putting the label on, when it relaxes, the label bunches up like this. So what I do is I compact or compress the knitting underneath, or the crochet underneath, when I stitch it on, and that way the label stays nice and flat. It's easier for people to write their name on, and it just looks nicer if it's nice and flat. Oops, I think I'm sewing in air there. This has got a big hole there. Let me see if that's going to work out. All right, so see, oops. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to tack the bottom just to make sure it stays attached here. Some of the more open weave can be tricky. This is a tricky one, but I'm going to tack it right here like this. And then it will stay put. So the idea of these shawls, they bring comfort and warmth, but also people who have Alzheimer's like to fiddle with things. So it gives your hands something to do. So that's why we have chunky yarn, big needles. They knit up and crochet up pretty quick because, again, it's big yarn and big needles. All the instructions for what you need to do are on my website if you want to, contribute these. All right, so this is how the label looks after it's sewn on. Okay, and you can see from the underside, nothing shows because the thread blends in. So I'm going to finish putting labels on all of the shawls that my sister delivers to my dad. And then when I visit my dad on Tuesdays, I pick them up and bring them to my house. And then the next week I bring them back to my dad, and my dad brings them to my sisters when he goes there on the weekend for dinner. So it's really a family affair. My dad loves to be part of this. He really, I think, gets a kick out of saying, Jen, I got some shawls for you. And then I'll be there back the next week. Okay, Dad, here they all are back. Bring them to Joanna. So it's kind of a fun thing for us. And we're planning some deliveries in the next couple of weeks. So, we always need more. And if you're watching this and you want to use the pattern and knit a shawl for someone that's near and dear to you who would find comfort in it, please feel free to do that as well. The same thing goes for these comfort hearts. If you want to download the pattern and donate them to your local hospice or other organization that can use these, please feel free. You don't have to send them to me. You can send them to me and I will definitely find good homes for them, but feel free to use them in your local area as well. So this was more touching than I thought it was going to be, because I couldn't fathom this many hearts in one box. So again, Debbie, thank you. And thank you to everybody who has donated shawls. And also Polly donated a box of hearts a week ago, and I shared those during FabFit Friday. So, thank you, Polly. So I just really appreciate you guys, and I just thought I would share this with you. And so if you're interested in making any of these things, either for your local area or to send to me, please check all the links below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching this little special unboxing. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.